Oh, I should probably switch to that. There we go. Let's see. Where is the sounds? Why is it all the way on 12? There we go. Let's see. It's fine. Sheesh. Alright, so that is working. Good, good. Do, 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 do. There we go. That's that, that's that. Let's go to vanilla first. And let's see. Oh, goodness. How do I see the live chat? There it is. There we go. Actually, hello, Hector. YouTube. YouTube there, Mr. Inferno Boy. Let's see if I remember where I put this. Yeah, I was having sound issues. What's with the sound, Hector? Yep. Let me check some sound input things here. Hold on. How about now? Let me unmute my stream and see if I can hear these things. Is that better? Awesome. I just had the wrong inputs, like I always do. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to set up the box. Darn it. Alright, I'm going to break all the rules, guys. I'm going to build something in creative on vanilla. But I'm going to remove it later. I promise. Let's turn off core inspect. No, you know, let's see. Let's just do this. This should be nice here. We're going to go onto this side here. Why won't you click? Sometimes the shields make it difficult for no reason. That's probably perfect. Oh, look, a trader. I love those guys. There we go. And we're going to use blocks, actually. Just 'cause. There we go. That should do it. Yep. And we're going to just do that. All right, let's power this thing, I guess. Where's a button? This should push all of the grass blocks up, and we can watch these grow while we do our thing here. Look at that. Those two didn't work. Why did some of these not work? How wonderful. How wonderful indeed. Whatever. Interesting. Well, in the interest of just making this work right, stupid llamas, we're just going to do that. Because I don't have time to fix the machine that had been fixed 14 times already. Perfect. Hopefully we'll get some more viewers here. Who all do we have? Just Hector so far. We're going to wait a minute. I'm going to eat my lunch, Hector. And we'll watch the grass grow together. There we go. Time for cheeseburger. Yes, grass. Hello to everyone watching. We got 4 people now, I think. I don't actually know. I'm not 100% on how YouTube works. But for the people that are watching, we've got a fairly decent list of things to discuss today. We've got the upcoming reset and some new servers that might be launching in the future, some changes to SMP as we always do every season, and an upcoming restructure to how ranks work. But don't worry, that won't be happening till sometime next summer. Um, you guys can ask any questions you like. either in the Discord channel in our Discord, or you can ask them on a YouTube chat. Um, if you guys would like to join our Discord, whoever's watching, you can follow the link that I just posted in Minecraft chat there. Or actually, it'd probably be smarter to post it in YouTube chat. Not gonna lie. Let me just do that. Hey Phil, what's up, man? There we go. We'll turn this back to F1 for now, and we can see the grass growing more clearly. No, you may not get infinite diamonds. Unless you join our upcoming creative server. Um, Creative server hopefully should be launched by springtime. Uh, that is the goal. Springtime, March or April. Um, we should be able to get it, excuse me, up and running by then, and secure, so to speak. I don't think anyone will be crashing the creative server except the creative server itself. It still loves to crash right now for no reason. It was wonderful. Wes is good at finding all of the bugs. We love to employ him to break stuff, so to speak. That is true. Um, Currently, we're just watching some grass grow. My machine did not work quite properly. There's still, or maybe it was the llamas that broke it. I don't know. Let's just blame the llamas. No one likes those llamas anyway. A hot dog is technically a sandwich. I would agree with that statement. I would also like to inform you that black pepper is technically a fruit. So, for a lot of people, their favorite fruit, which they put on everything, would be pepper. I foresee some Googling in some of your futures. Um, One moment, I'm just finishing this cheeseburger and then we can get down to some more business. Oh. All right, we're going to move this over to this side since that chat is not movable. Perfect. Oh, someone slept in a bed. Ooh, look at that one guy burn. Custom emojis to where? To Minecraft? To the Discord? Uh, I am not yet well versed on how to add emojis to Minecraft. I know it's possible. I know some people that are working on adding a lot of emojis and are, in fact, I think working on a plugin for that. That would probably be something we would do at some time. Oh, to my YouTube chat? Oh, I have no idea how to do that for the VentureKraft chat. I will get that set up by the next time we do a stream, which will be who knows when. um, but I would like to get. Hold on one second. Where's that? There we go. I would like to get started on the actual topics for the day. We've got, I think, five or six. We can start with the reset right now, if we want. Um, SMP is going to be resetting at the end of January. Hector, I have no idea how to change most of these YouTube settings, to be completely honest. Uh, I will be looking into that for the next stream, just to it's yeah, I don't want to spend a huge amount of effort doing little tweaky things. You know what I mean? If I'm not going to get a huge amount of feedback, so to speak, by doing this. Um, so I did not look into doing all of these little things with emojis and icons and stuff like that. I will agree that the YouTube icons are kind of poop, though. Please try not to blow up the grass that is growing so nice and beautifully. So, as I said, S&P is resetting around the end of January. We don't have an exact date yet, um, but anywhere from, January 30th to February 6th should be the date that we reach. Um, the overworld will be reset, and a world download will be provided for anyone that wishes to have that. Um, but if you want to finish your builds on a live server, then you guys have the better part of a month to continue to do that. Um, the purge that we like to do, where everyone blows up their stuff, will be done sometime a few days before the actual reset. And of course, don't worry, we're going to be taking the world back up before we blow everything to smithereens. Uh, we have a large list of things that we would love to do for SMP, but the main one is that we're going to be simplifying things so that it's easier to just play Minecraft and easier to learn the new features as you go. So that way you are not bombarded when you log in with 50,000 things to do or to learn. No one wants to learn 80 commands as soon as they join a server, you know. So we're working on scaling that back so that way people can just join SMP and play Minecraft. The uh, the overworld portals should be fairly obvious at this point, considering that this season, when we updated to 116, we put in large signs And actually, we can go visit those now, actually, and we'll come back to the grass growing in a few moments. We'll give a little tour of SMP here in the spawn. So as you can see, the overworld portals, they now say overworld, as does the nether warp now says the nether. And the end over here says end, and we have a second overworld portal here. So when people log in, they appear right around in this spot, and they should be able to see quite easily, a a portal and a portal and a portal and a portal. Outside here, of course, we have our rebuilt spawn shops that are now on the surface of SMP's spawn. No longer are they stuck in a mall down underground where no one can really easily access them. They're quite obvious that they're shops, and everyone can rent a slot for, amounts of money depending on the size of the shop. And you guys can either use this lovely pre-built shop, or you can deconstruct it and build your own. Um, as you see, where is it? Someone had one, but I guess they've all been reset recently. Um, let's see. I guess everyone's either using the default, or they have let their shops lapse. Hello, Evanado, in the Discord chat. It's going great. We are doing a live stream right now on YouTube. It's in the announcements. Every time we do something public, we put it in the announcements. Uh, all right, we're going to head back to vanilla and continue to watch our grass grow while we talk about SMP. Oh, he's got a little TNT. What? What is going on? Why do we have a TNT minecart? Who is that? Oh, that's Phil. I don't know what he's doing with that, but hey, the grass is growing nicely. Oops, I just broke the glass. I see Phil there. Phil, you wanna pour some lava on those llamas? Oh. We'll just turn off our chat here. Everything's look nicer. Um, yeah, you guys probably can't hear Evan because what you call it, OBS doesn't work that way. I probably would have to turn on, I think, desktop audio. I'm going to leave that off, though, just for now, and I'll repeat what people say in the Discord chat, like I've been doing in the YouTube chat. Um, so, I touched briefly on the things that we'd like to change. Can kind of get into some of the specifics of the SMP reset. We're working on things like custom worlds for you guys this season. Um, it probably just one custom terrain world, as well as a regular world. We're trying to get towns a little bit more. How do I say it? Oh, well, that's the wrong place for the lava. That was supposed to be on the llamas. Um, we're trying to get towns revived, obviously, on SMP, but also a little bit more set in stone, so that way it's easier to know what to do with your town to progress it. and to get more town features and to advance the standing of your town, so to speak, on SMP. As always, it's not gonna take a whole lot of people for you guys to start a town in the first place. Usually only like 3 people will be required to start a town. Um, but then after that, obviously, constant growth is a thing that will need to happen. We are switching back completely to a diamond economy. We're just in chest shop. That's going away. We're going to ditch jobs. MCMMO is already gone if people were not aware. Um, that seemed to be successful for some people, but a lot to learn for others. So we're gonna go back to just normal Minecraft in that regard on SMP. Um, I think we're going to keep the auction house though, if we can. We're gonna figure out a way to make that work with diamonds if possible. Because people like putting up the occasional items. Uh, let's see. We also plan to revamp the trading card system. Hopefully, we're going to continue to work on crates. We're always working on making crates better and more uniform, I guess, less overpowered, but still fun, still worth you guys' dollars, your money. Um, um, let's see, what else were we working on? We have quite a lot of things. Um, you guys should also be able to automatically rent a shop this next season with diamonds. Um, that should be the only real new mechanic for spawn shops is just being able to go over to the sign and rent it with diamonds, and instead of having to like in the old days of Omnicraft, contact a manager, or the early days of VK where you had to contact a manager to get your shop plot assigned. Um, this season and the last, we really enjoyed that you guys were able to automatically just grab a spawn shop and just rent it. Um, and going forward, we want to keep that up because I know as a player back on Omnicraft and at times on VentureKraft, it was annoying to have to wait for a manager. Sometimes you guys were waiting days to get your shop assigned, and we definitely want to keep it as automated as possible so that you guys don't have to wait to set up whatever things you want to sell. Um, Hector did just mention time is diamonds. So instead of getting money for your playtime, you guys will get diamonds for your playtime. Um, I honestly forget the rate of money right now, but I want to say that you guys will probably be getting somewhere around a diamond every couple hours just for playing. Um, we're looking into for that. Also adding some kind of benefit for playing long stretches at a time. Like if you were to play, say, 5 hours at a time, then you would get something more than just the usual diamond amount. Maybe you would get a crate key or a trading card set or even just some more diamonds. Um, because honestly, besides you guys' donations, which do keep the server running, keeping you guys playing longer is what keeps the server going because the more people that are playing, the more people that are donating, and it's kind of just a self-fulfilling prophecy at that point. The more activity there is, the more activity there continues to be, and the activity increases. um, we're trying, yeah, an OP item might happen, exactly, something like that. Probably not an item specifically, but definitely like a crate key for maybe a special crate. That's something. What was I going to touch on? Oh, we're revamping the crates. Again, hopefully to make them a little bit more appealing to buy. While also keeping them in line with what we're trying to achieve, which is uh, longer-ish seasons. This past season, we're kind of discounting this year a little bit, um, because this year was rough for everybody. We started our reset in March, and everyone played really hard, and it was great for a while, and then everyone was gone, and I'm assuming everyone just got burnt out. Um, and that's fine. And this year was rough with everything going on in the world. So if you guys got burnt out and just wanted to take a break from Minecraft and do other stuff, that is perfectly fine. Um, but speaking from past seasons, progression was kind of an issue. Um, People progress really fast through the vanilla game, and then without having anything at the top end that is what usually is added on SMP, ways for people to progress further than what is normally vanilla. You guys didn't have much to do. In the past, we had things like mythic mobs. We're working on bringing some of those back, probably just the boss monsters, so you guys can go boss hunting in the world. I know a lot of you liked that, and they would drop things. This is not confirmed, mind you, but they would drop things like OP items or crate keys or just really cool loots. There might be a custom enchantment or two. We want to kind of keep those down to a dull roar, so that way things don't get too complex, because that complexity seems to be the defining factor in what makes people not want to play SMP. If people want complexity, they usually just go and play Minecraft, is what we continue, or a mod pack is what we continue to hear. Um, so we want to keep things simple on the grand scheme, but also have some complexity that is optional for people to explore. Um, that being said, at the end of the day, vanilla and SMP are just Minecraft servers, and we're not going to reset them every 2 months. Let's be honest here. It's a lot of work, and we can't do that. We can't reset every 2 or 3 months. That's just not feasible, um, because we have to pre-generate the worlds. We have to update all the plugins. We have to make sure everything is working properly again. Um, and that's a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work for this reset, especially since we're going to be tweaking so many different things over the next month or so. Uh, One of the, I think, major changes that we're going to try on SMP, that's coming to SMP. Um, all right, we'll talk about that first, Naish. That's actually a great thing. Custom structures. We are working on some custom structures. Um, and I definitely think adding mythic mobs to those custom structures would also make them much more enjoyable. Um, we're probably looking at least 20 different custom structures around there, 20-ish, probably not many more, scattered across the world. We might post the same structure in more than one place, so that way we could have, say, 80 structures on the world, but there probably would only be around 20 different ones. And yes, I know that you guys love to explore. Those would probably be places where we would put really cool items, like if we had a custom enchant item. Um, Shoot, I can't remember any of the custom enchants at this point. Uh, And yes, as Phil said, we're working on some amazing new things for 117. 117 is going to be a huge update for VentureKraft, but I don't want to get too far into 117 yet. This 116 reset is going to be a kind of a test bed for little things, for stuff like that. Like I said, we're going to try out the custom structures that you guys can, of course, optionally explore. The custom world bosses that you guys can optionally fight if you want. Most of the added content for SMP will be optional. Uh, but back to what I was originally going to discuss was mending. Mending is a huge progression. Um, uh, what is it? Milestone for any Minecraft player. Um, and honestly, mending makes the economy kind of grind to a halt because no one's losing anything or gaining anything once they have mending on everything. Um, Especially with how easy it is to get mending nowadays. Um, you got this guy here on a minecart going around in a circle. His friends there, they sell mending for basically nothing. Um, so we're planning on changing that for the next season of SMP. Um, Villagers are no longer going to sell mending. Instead, you guys will have to do what was the original intention, which was to explore, to find your mending books. Um, when mending was first released, it was only in the end and as a treasure enchant, and it was fairly rare. Um, we don't believe that it should be as rare as it used to be in the end. Um, so we're not limiting it to just the end. It's going to be in several of the other loot tables in the game. Um, you guys will be able to find it in places like strongholds, um, shipwrecks, buried treasure. Um, I'm fairly certain you'll still be able to fish for all of the enchanted books, though keep in mind fish farms, those AFK ones, are not allowed on SMP. Um, and people that we find using an AFK fish farm will of course be temporarily banned, or banned as we see a need for. Um, So you'll be able to find mending through exploration. Those custom structures, we will all but guarantee that there's a mending book in each of those. Um, yes, you can still fish, Evanado. Exactly. We will all but guarantee that there's a mending book in every custom structure. Of course, the end will remain the same as it is. You can find it in the end, no problem. Um, Places like sunken ships will have mending. Buried treasure will have mending. Jungle temples. We actually have a reason to go back and to find jungle temples now, you guys. Jungle temples will be a great place to find mending. Um, we may add it to the mineshaft loot table, but at an extremely low rate. Same for mob dungeons, spawner dungeons, at a really low rate because they're more common. And also the Nether Fortress loot table, and if we can swing it, maybe even the Bastion loot tables. So that way, you guys should be able to find a steady supply of mending books without being able to get 100 in 20 minutes. For like no emeralds whatsoever. Um, it'll we hope kind of stop people from being the one guy that sells mending and then he gets bored and then no one has mending and then someone else has to go get mending and then he gets bored and no one has mending, and it should hopefully make it so that everyone just goes and gets their own assortment of mending books, and mending isn't really a thing that drives or breaks the economy anymore. Um, Got a little bit of congestion today. Sorry about that. Um, the other thing that we'd like to try, and this is something we want feedback from everybody on, um, we'd love to see uh, about turning off keep inventory. Phil, you broke my grass. Phil. We'd love to see about turning off keep inventory. Either as an optional feature, which it was this past season, or as maybe a permanent feature. Um, that's something that is going to be in a survey coming up, and we want you guys to not have a riot in the chat here. Um, but to fill out that survey, it's going to be like a 5 question survey. At the end of it, there'll be a shop coupon um, for you guys' trouble. There should also be a couple more small surveys after that that'll also be about 5 questions. We're going to keep these surveys short for you guys so that you don't have to spend all day like that one 40 question survey I sent out. Um, but we're trying to find ways to well, Evanado, you brought up a great point. This past season, we had exactly what you just said. If you had keep inventory set to off, you made more money um, with MC jobs, and you got more MCMMO experience. You leveled up 25% faster and got 25% more money. And we did not see a lot of people using that feature. Um, so we're as a group of staff, we're not really sure what to do. Because what we need to do, and what was apparent this season and last season, is that progression is extremely fast on SMP, and a lot of people love to just progress and then they quit the server for the season. Um, so we need to encourage people playing longer by slowing down progression slightly. Um, and by encourage you all to build things. So another thing that we're going to be asking on our upcoming survey is how do we encourage you guys to build stuff together? What can we do to make that more engaging and more fun, um, and just more likely to happen? We tried the block shop this season. Yeah, only a small hole, Nice. Only a small hole. Only 80 by 80 chunks. um, so yes, we tried the block shop this last season. I mean, Phil, it's really fine because this literally was just to grow the grass for the stream, so we had something to look at. um, we tried the block shop. Actually, let's go look at the block shop on SMP. Let's do that, and we'll remind everyone it's currently closed off because some of the commands broke, but it's still here. Let's see. Where did we? Ah, yes. We just haven't had time to fix it. There we go. So here is the block shop on SMP, and we sell most of the building blocks in the game. We also sell a large selection of redstone items in the game. We even sell TNT. Um, I agree that we can do better build-wise, but this is currently just nice and compact, you know. Um, I'll also agree that the prices were a little high, but they were really more supposed to be funding that I need an extra stack to finish a project type of thing. We're definitely not taking the block shop away. I think just a nice revamp would probably be the best thing. So things like what should we sell in it? What kind of blocks would you guys want? Would you like to see a more full assortment of blocks? Um, would you guys like to see specific blocks? We don't want to sell certain blocks that you guys would otherwise be forced to build a farm to obtain. Like selling sea lanterns is probably not something we want to sell in the shop because we want you guys to go and build that cool guardian farm together as a team of, 4 to 8 people because that gives you guys several hours of enjoyment and interacting together, which is, of course, what SMP is all about. Um, yeah, the redstone part I think is probably the most successful part of the block shop because it allowed people to, again, they were just short a few resources for that object, that thing that they were building, and they were able to come here and for, I won't say a little bit of money because wow, a dispenser is 7,500 or for 16 of them, but they were able to come and get the pieces that they required to finish their machine, their automation or whatever. Um, so yeah, just what kinds of things would you guys like to see in a block shop would really be super helpful. So that's going to be one of the survey questions here. And actually, I really should be taking notes. So hold on a moment. I'm just going to use this here. Uh, there we go. All right, back to YouTube so I can see the chat. Um, yeah, and see, so alone is sort of the issue there, Nish, is when people start logging off, and more people log off because they don't want to be alone. So we're trying to find a way to keep everyone interested as long as possible, either through the mythic mobs or the exploration. Um, um, Slowing down progression slightly. We don't want to put obstacles in your way, so to speak, but again, we also don't really think that it's fair that you can, with 30 blocks, build a raid farm and just kind of cheese raids and get 100 emeralds an hour, and then an hour later you go and set up a villager farm that only takes another 20 blocks and get 100 mending books. You know what I mean? Like it, time spent for reward gained seems a little bit out of sync, out of whack there, if you know what I mean. Um, let's do something here. Let's give you guys a nice view of spawn. Why can't you just stay on 32? Let's load this in while I talk. What else is there to say? Lots of things to say. That's probably honestly about it for the SMP side of things. We're just trying to give you guys some more stuff to do on the top end. Like I said, revamping trading cards. Um, we'll give you guys new things to collect as well as maybe some new rewards to go with them. Um, because currently the old rewards are made by a former staff member, and we'd love to have some of the new staff members make some new rewards so that they can have a lasting impact on the server. Probably going to open up some crate submissions as well so that the members of the server can give out some suggestions for the venture crates so that they too can, for a while at least have their name on something or have something that they created, going out to everybody. If yeah, exactly. If Hector wants something named Phil is bad, I mean, technically we probably won't do that, Hector, because that's, being a butt, and we're not supposed to be mean to each other. You know, but if like Dee has her chef knife, we've had that for so many years now, I can't even remember. Um, so stuff like that, or GC has a sword. We need to get our new staff members involved in having cool items that represent them as a staff member and as a longtime player. Um, so we're gonna open up some crate suggestions here. Get some new stuff. Um, that being said, keep your crate suggestions to a kind of not super overpowered state, because if everything is super overpowered, then you probably will never ever see your item. It's much easier to get your cool item if it's got like efficiency 2 on it. That kind of stuff. Um, Mending books were not the only use for emeralds. We're still going to leave all of the other enchantments on villagers. So emeralds are still going to be extremely useful, and villager trading is still going to be extremely useful. We're just moving mending off of villagers because that's really the thing that speeds up progression so much that it's just not sustainable, because all of the enchantments have been on villagers much longer than mending has been on villagers. And we as staff, whew, that's some lag in that stream there. Sorry guys. We as staff did not see a large issue with enchantments on villagers until mending got added to it. Um, Um, that being said, we could also maybe introduce some kind of server shop that has emeralds as a currency. We will see. The the problem with emeralds is that they're super farmable compared to diamonds. So we would extremely hesitate having any sort of currency that's super farmable. Diamonds, there's only one way to get them, and that's digging them out of the ground. Or, as we said, playtime. But that's still a super uninflatable currency. The other super uninflatable, unfarmable currency that exists in Minecraft is experience. Because after about level 30 to level 50, there's what's called diminishing returns. And what that means is 10 experience at level 1 is much more valuable to you than 10 experience at level 50. And it takes way longer to get up after level 50. So maybe a server store that has experience as a currency, just like what is usually in the XP shop there. The mob eggs, group goals for mob eggs. That's going to be a thing still. We love that you guys work together to um to farm the mobs to unlock the eggs or do whatever tasks that we set. Um, Maybe this season we'll have the first person to mine 1,000,000 blocks can unlock an egg or something like that. It's honestly not too hard to mine 1,000,000 blocks. It sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's really not that hard. It's probably only 12 hours of work. Uh, I wish Minecraft tracked lifetime stats, actually. That would be pretty awesome. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have been able to see Spawn as a whole, so let me just zoom out here and you guys can really get a clear picture of it. Um, it is pretty awesome. Oop, I hit the island up there. Exactly. Nice probably already has it on this season. He probably has 3 million actually. I bet you if you look, you're pretty high up there, my dude. Um, That could be a great town goal as well, because every season the statistics reset. So if you take your town members and you all add up your blocks mined, and it adds up to 1 million stone or whatever, then the town itself gets a reward. That's a great way to set consistent goals for every town, no matter what size. Um, Phil, I hope you wrote that down. Although, if I remember correctly, there were a few clear area tickets passed for that hole that you built, that you dug nice. So I don't know, maybe I should get the reward for clearing the most stone in there. Yeah, something stuff like that, Evan, we can totally do. It's just up to scaling it so that it doesn't immediately become super overpowered. Um, Hey man, water counts as a block according to Minecraft. That's a water source block, man. But I think it's been about an hour, so it's about time to move on to the next topic here. Um, New servers. Um, I mainly just want to touch on. Oh yes, exactly. Perfect time to remind people we have a feedback website and a feedback channel on the Discord. A great place for people to just drop feedback as they go instead of waiting for us to ask for it all the time. We would love to hear all the feedback. Um, do keep in mind, of course, reaching for the moon usually isn't going to get you anything. Um, you know, um, we're not going to give you guys diamonds for voting. We're not going to, let people play on creative or have fly mode on SMP, that kind of stuff. So do keep that in mind. But actual constructive suggestions are always welcome. One minute here. I need to take a drink of water. So, all right. Nope, I didn't die. I just I got a post-nasal drip, congestion. I took a break for water. Let's start with creative for our new servers. Uh, let's see. Now we're not going to. We're just going to stay here on SMP and look at the lovely SMP here. There we go. Um, Hopefully our new spawn in 1.17 will look just as epic as this, uh, while also being a little bit better flow-wise. But on to creative. Sometime in the spring, we should be launching creative. or relaunching as it is. You guys, the intention is for it to be. Oh no, the plots aren't going to be orange again. We already had a vote for that. Everyone wanted green. Everyone wanted grass, so they're grass. But you guys can, of course, change the color of your plots easily. Um, the plan is for the creative server to be a public server. Um, it's creative, so there's not really much people can do to grief. You know, they have to be invited to a plot in order to do anything on anyone's plot other than their own. Um, so I think making creative a public server is a great way to attract new people to our community. Um, Um, you guys will be able to get a certain number of plots just for being there. Um, and the idea is that we can sell you guys other things in order to make just a little bit of revenue. An extra plot here or there, um, that kind of thing. Of course, you guys will also be able to earn extra plots with things like playtime and stuff like that. We'll be running some contests on there that will have some prizes as well. Probably things like more plots or maybe even world edit for a select few. World edit is hopefully going to be a feature on creative. It's just trying to figure out what sort of implementation we can have that won't allow people to abuse it and crash the server and that kind of thing. Um, because overall, the stability of the server is more important than people being able to place large amounts of blocks quickly. Um, yes, we plan on selling ranks that would allow you to have more plots. We also plan on hopefully selling a rank that will allow you to access a regular overworld, but in creative mode. Um, so that way, you guys, if you want, you can go exploring around this world and build in creative mode on a survival world, so to speak. So that you can build with the terrain. You guys can find a cool mountain and build like a castle set into the mountain, or you could find a big jungle and build some tree houses between the trees. So that way, I mean, you can sort of, I guess, save time in that pre-generated terrain is much easier to work with than having to also build your own terrain at times to build large, neat, interesting builds. um, that world, of course, would be probably a paid feature um, because currently, at least, we haven't found any way to do plots there without the server extremely easily crashing. Um, Still more testing needs to be done, but currently something like resetting a regular terrain plot just makes the server die. Um, so setting that kind of area to a paid rank or an earned rank would prevent people from just going over there and griefing because there wouldn't be any sort of protection against people griefing in that area. Versus on a plot again, if unless you're added to the plot. That's kind of our next topic after new servers. Nice. I'm going to get to that pretty soon because new servers isn't really going to be a long topic. Um, the hope is to, as I said, sell access to World Edit. Um, you guys will probably only be able to do around 1,000 block edits at a time, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 10 by 10 by 10 is 1,000 blocks. And if you do some tricks, you can make that a much larger area because you can force World Edit to ignore air blocks. Um, so you could 1,000 blocks is a decent amount. that the server also can handle consistently without crashing. Obviously, there would be some disallowed blocks from World Edit even working. Like you're not going to be able to place down shulker boxes with World Edit or anything like that. um, lava won't be able to be world edited in. Water won't be able to be world edited in. Um, that kind of thing. Um, Creative is still kind of in a preliminary stage, at least rank wise and monetization wise. But the goal is for it to have its own separate rank structure. The goal is for all of our servers to have their own separate ranks. Um, yes, Phil. Yeah. um, and it's to have the goal is to have all of them have their own separate rank structure, so that way you guys always have something new to achieve. Um, because not only can you buy most of the ranks on most of the servers, but you can also earn a lot of the ranks on a lot of the servers just by playing, just by being there. Um, and as I said before, you guys playing is the biggest thing that helps us grow as a community and helps keep us alive. The more of you guys that keep playing and keep doing stuff, um, attracts more people that, eventually someone's going to pay us some money to keep the lights on. Um, Monetarily, this year's been horrible for us. I can tell you that, guys, straight up. We made no money this year, overall. At the beginning, we made a bunch of money, and we have made no money since then. Um, so we do need to have a better year next year, or things at the end of next year might become much more interesting on what's staying and what's going. Um, as Phil said, there's a mini games update in about a little under 2 hours. Um, a large update. I believe that Egg Wars is launching today. Um, which I know you guys love Egg Wars. A lot of you guys like Egg Wars. I've heard a lot of you guys go to certain other servers um, to play there, and that's great. And there's always people there. We're hoping that you guys will choose to play on on our servers. Yeah, we're gonna need from Canadian about $5,000 more. Nice, if you could tell them for us. Just 5,000 will do. um, we are working on our website. As we're simplifying SMP, we're also trying to simplify how our website works. Um, we're moving away from Engine. Engine's a pile of poop. Everyone knows that, but not a lot of people have another choice. The current website is temporary, more of just a landing page to funnel people into the Discord. Um, and that should be soon fixed. Back to mini games though. Yeah, there's an update today. Honestly, I'm not well versed in mini games. They're not my jam, but I know a lot of you guys love mini games, which is why Phil has spent so much time working on mini games, and his team as well. They have spent so much time, and every time I go in there and I look around and I play a few games, I'm always amazed at the quality of work that these guys are putting out. Um, and I always feel kind of bad that I really don't like short-term games. Um, but I know you guys love short-term games, a lot of you. And that's another thing you guys can keep in mind is like if you guys are bored on SMP or vanilla or in the future creative, just go on mini games and get some games going. Um, which brings me actually to another point that we're trying to work on. Um, I think in the near future we're going to try and link the chats to SMP and mini games and creative in some way. We're going to try and link the chats up. So that way, if you're on a server all alone, you'll be able to find out if there's a bunch of people around that may or may not want to play with you guys, on one of the other two main servers. Um, that way, like if let's say Hector logs into mini games and there's no one on, he can say, hey, is there anyone that wants to play some mini games? And everybody that's on SMP and creative and mini games will be able to hear him and, be able to yay or nay that. Um, you guys made my view less good, man. I had a good view. Um, so that's I'm going to have to smite you, Evan. Haha. Game mode 3. So there. Uh, uh, um, I lost my train of thought. There may be a couple other upcoming servers on the horizon. I don't want to get too far into talking about them um, because they're super preliminary at this point. Um, we had a prison server in development, and it got pretty far, and then we ran into some build issues as well as some pretty large plug-in issues. Some things needing to be revamped and stuff like that. It kind of put a damper on the team working on that for a while. So I think that that's taking a break at the moment. But hopefully there'll be a prison server for you guys by the end of the year. That would be, I'm sure, for a lot of you, pretty interesting. Um, and then really far down the line, more than a year out, would be uh, possibly a new modded server. Or a new mod pack. Um, that, of course, depends on community growth because mod packs are always a niche play style, so to speak. One, they take fairly decent computers to run, which I know a lot of you have, but a lot of you don't. Um, and they also take, of course, a lot of investigation, a lot of research to play. Which again, a lot of you, I've noticed don't really like to research too far into doing things sometimes, which, to each their own. Um, but if we can drum up some more interest for mod packs, it's very possible that we'll run mod packs on a rotating basis, so to speak. And if we can get 3 or 4 mod packs fully configured, then we can rotate through those a few times a year. And either reset or revisit when we come back around the loop. Um, uh, Another server that's super far out at this point would be a kind of RPG questing type server. I really don't have a lot to tell you guys about that, other than the idea exists and some small amount of work has been done on it. Uh, but currently, if you want that sort of play style, there is definitely really great choices out there in the Minecraft market. Um, and I highly suggest that if you want that sort of play style, to go and play on those places because they're really amazing teams. Um, and they've done a lot of work on custom experiences for that sort of thing. Uh, I personally love a great RPG game, and a great RPG style server in Minecraft would be amazing for me. Um, I know you guys all remember Season 4 and the dungeon, and a lot of you really enjoyed that stuff. And I'm really sad that I didn't get further with its development for you guys. Hopefully in 117 we'll have something similar to that we can launch for you guys. Hold on a sec, I need some more water. Um, but that's pretty much it for that. So now back to the question that Nish asked about ranks. We want ranks to be separate, um, and we also realize that currently all of our ranks, except for our top tier, are one-time purchases. In the future, we would like to change that. That being said, we know you guys want to value your purchases, so we're not doing that change for this reset at all. That would be sometime in the summer that we would be doing this restructuring, and um, probably most of the ranks would be going to a monthly package, so to speak, with discounts, steep ones probably for purchasing them multiple months at a time. So, as an example, if you bought the VIP rank for a month, it would still probably cost the same amount of money it does right now. But if you were to buy it for 3 or 4 months, then, it would be more expensive, but also cheaper at the same time. You'd probably get a 20% discount on that. Um, and of course, also the ranks would have to be restructured in what sort of rewards they offer. Um, um, this we're just right now starting to do some preliminary work on restructuring those things for the 117 update. Um, the reason we need to do this is because we're not making um, enough in donations. We will be completely honest about that. We're not making enough in donations um, as a whole to keep the lights on forever. We're consistently, slowly losing ground on the amount of money that we have to the amount of money that we need to keep the server open. And if we don't meet that goal, then we can't keep the server open. Um, which is why we have to change the rank structure to be a little bit more monetized, so to speak. Um, as I said before, though, for those of you that don't have any money or don't wish to donate, the best thing you can do for us is to vote and to play on the servers as much as you want to, as much as possible. Because the more you guys are playing and the more full the servers are, the more people that will come, and then eventually someone will donate. Um, you know, so you can always help us just by playing. And that's all we really want. But at the end of the day, we do need to pay our bills, so to speak. Um, um, I don't have specifics right now on what the new ranks, so to speak, would cost, um, or what sort of rewards they would offer. But yeah, if any of you guys have suggestions, we would really be open to hearing that, either on our feedback website, or our feedback Discord channel, which also links to the feedback website. And there will also be an option to give feedback on the survey, on one of the surveys going out. Um, where's my page here? Um, there we go. That's enough attention. Um, um, what else do we have? Actually, I think that we've kind of, in an hour and a half, hit our mark on our topics. So at this time, I'll ask again if anyone has any questions. Um, what are some of the burning questions that you guys have for us? Um, I could play the minigames trailer, Phil. Uh, I'd have to figure out how to do such a thing because I have it set up to only record Minecraft at the moment. Let's see. If I click this, does it do anything? What's it do for you guys? Did you guys just get a view of my Windows bar there at the bottom? Let's see. Yes, it did. Okay, good. So if I do that, all right. So let me set up the stream. Yep. All right, cool. So then I'll set up the trailer then. Hold on. I can do that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, man. All right. And then if I click this, and if I click this, because you guys will probably need the desktop audio. Let's see. Here we go. Oh no, no audio? Oh. Let me try and fix that. Hold on. Interesting. I have the audio on. Give me a moment, guys. Interesting. Very interesting. Desktop audio active. Very interesting. Why wouldn't that do that? Huh. I'm not quite sure how that's let's try adding a scene here. Uh-huh. Wait, if I go here. Oh, it would probably be a good way to add audio input capture. Cancel. Hold on one second. Desktop audio. Yeah, okay. So if I do that, there we go. Default. I think you guys will hear what I hear now if I play this. Let's see if it works. That's clearly not working. Hold on. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. How about we add an audio output capture? Add existing. Default. All right. So what's my voice like now? Is my voice good? Yeah, it's just music, but you know, it's nicer with music. Let's try this. Oh yeah. All right, let's back this up. You guys are gonna have to adjust your own audio. There, that should help. Yeah, the chicken. All right, back to just Minecraft. So, what'd you gud you guys think of the trailer? What should we do now? Let's go exploring. I like exploring. Let's go explore on vanilla. Vanilla's got a great area to explore. All right, all our grass grew. Look at that. It's all grown. Let's go back to spawn and explore there. Look at some of the cool stuff on vanilla. So whoever's building this, I need them to do some work because, spawning in here isn't the best. And, like, that door is tricky. And then you fall out and stuff. Let's see, though. Oh, I like this. I like the pickle on the pumpkin. It looks like the stem. It's nice. Look at all these awesome builds on vanilla. We need more of this on SMP, guys. We really do. This next season, I want to see all sorts of cool stuff like this. I want to see gigantic builds. We'll have at least 6 months to do awesome things. Probably more like 7. Because Mojang has said summer 2021, so that means we'll probably be getting it around the end of the summer. See, like this church here, man, I wish it was finished. And here's, of course, the original boat race. This is why minigames has boat races. This race right here. Jeppy made this. It's awesome. Although there's a giant hole in it right now. That's not awesome. Um, oh, yeah, someone made a VentureKraft Statue of Liberty. That's pretty awesome. Well, we have about an hour and 15 minutes left on the stream. Oh, if you're on vanilla and you're doing Secret Santa, don't forget to do Secret Santa. So again, anybody have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, anything like that? And also thank you guys for being patient as I sort of learn as we go here about some of the things that the stream can do. This is pretty much my first stream here. How has the quality been of the stream itself? Has it been breaking up? Has the audio been good? Is everything good? That's a question I really need to know. Because I would love to do the streaming thing more often or record a video for you guys, but if it's not good quality, I'll have to work on getting some better stuff. Let's just spy in this guy's house here, you know. Um, you know, it would be super helpful to me if someone wanted to later. Streamlabs. I will look into Streamlabs. If someone the bit rate's holding up good because my bit rate is actually kind of crap. I have less than 3 megabits up apparently. So that's why we're streaming at 720 for one. Um, so that's good. But in regards to helping me out, uh, if someone wanted to, uh, uh, what you call it? Hello, Owen. If someone wanted to go through later and put some timestamps on some of the topics in like a comment on YouTube, and then I can move that into the description or send me a list of timestamps, that would be awesome. Because then people can go through the stream later and listen to topics that they're interested in, so to speak. Here's my chicken farm. Someone built this chicken farm for me, and it works real good. Real good. Let's go. I will be checking into Streamlabs. Let me make a note of that. That does seem, like look at all of the heads I have collected. All right, so let me get rid of this block because that's not legit, and that's not legit, and that's not legit. I don't know where I got that. The rest of those are mine. Let's go down here and let's dig some. Uh, you know, actually, let's not do that. Let's go in the Nether and explore a little. Where's my? All right, so I need to do this then. I need to go down here. Where's my steaks? There they are. I need my steak. Steak is delicious. Yeah. I mean, I'm not looking into a full-time streaming or anything like that. It would just be once or twice a month type of deal. Just basically for you guys. Just basically to do some VentureKraft related streaming, really. That's really what it would all be about. Nothing major, you know. Do do do. All right, let's get back up here. I'll show you our coolest build in the Nether ever. Hopefully we won't even die along the way. We probably won't. I don't die a lot. You guys like my lava? My lava? I definitely don't like how YouTube's chat is situated so far over there. All right, let's see. We're heading this way. We're gonna head down here because I want to fly through the Nether at high speed. Let's see. Nope, we're gonna go not that way. I think we're going this way. Oh, we're going this way. Let's see. This will be a great stream test as well. See if the bitrate holds up and stuff. There's a wall there. Uh,
Let's see if we can fly by the seat of our pants, boys. Let's get some healing going on. We're heading for 666 by 666. Hey, another fortress. I remember helping to slab this. I don't want to go that way. Seemed a little too dangerous to me. You know what? We're gonna do this real fast. Where is my... There they are. Take a couple of those out of there. Put that back in there. That's how you carry a whole inventory with you, guys. Alright, now which way? Guess we have to backtrack a little bit to get to where we're going. There we go. Alright, we're already there that way, so I just need to fly straight ahead as a rule here. We should be, there we are. We've arrived, fellas. Hey, look at that. It's a big old blaze. We'll land on our viewing platform here. Oops, or I'll miss the viewing platform, you know, whatever. There we go. Let's eat my steak again. Big old blaze with a mustache. We cleared out so much of the nether. All this stuff was solid land before. There's solid land above this whole entire thing. And the Netherite League cleared it all out. Hey, there's a pig guy down there. I must shoot him. Eh. Bam! Right on target. Bullseye. Oh, a strider. Let's hit it too. Eh. Do. Wonder if I can shoot him through the lava. I can. Neat. Let's see. That hurt. But that's alright. We still got all our shulker boxes here. Look at all that red terracotta. Nice. Alright, let's go to the end now. I don't know if a lot of you have seen the end build that GVD and friends did. And his golden company. Not the best company, but still a good company. So let's head back to the spawn here. Oh yeah, you guys might have noticed my beacons are pork chops. PvP on SMP, I believe, is currently enabled in the Nether. It's been that way for a while, if I remember correctly. Um, yeah, you should be able to PvP each other at will in the Nether. I believe it's this way. Yep. Whee! End portal. I don't know if GVG is watching or if he'll watch later, but I had an idea I want to talk to him about. He's got these nice little chevrons here, these things. I think it would be really nice looking if they were a different color than the blocks in front of them. Um, SMP should have a PvP arena by next season, so you guys can go to spawn and just beat each other up. Um, we don't want to, especially if we introduce something like, say, keep inventory off, we don't want to have people just being able to go around and punch each other into oblivion. Um, because that's just asking for issues. You know what I mean, Nish? Um, we want to be able to keep the amount of harassment down to a dull roar, so to speak, that people are able to do easily. Mojang needs to fix this. Why am I upside down? Like, really? Let's see. Let's just get out here. There we go. Look at this thing. This thing is awesome. I do like this. Today is also the last day to vote for the vanilla reset. If you're an active player, if you haven't played in the last few months, please don't vote. But if you have, yeah, we can work on toggleable PvP, that kind of thing. That's an easy thing to do, just having a toggle. Um, but yeah, if you played in the last few months on vanilla, please give us a vote on if you'd like to reset vanilla for the season with SMP or not. Um, oh, I almost got sidetracked there. Hey, look, Endermans. There we go. Now we're getting a nice view of it. Look at that. That is a nice build there, G. Um, if vanilla does reset, which it's looking like it won't, but if it does, it'll be resetting after SMP a month or two later. Um, Same for the 117 reset. It will be resetting a month or two after SMP. Um, we want to kind of drive playership toward SMP. So by resetting vanilla second, that kind of drives everyone back to SMP. If you still want to play on vanilla after it launches, then you guys, I'm sure, will migrate back to vanilla. You know, but we want to make sure that we get as many people on SMP as possible. Uh, you know, I wish there was something up here. I don't know what, but it'd be cool if there was something up here. Oh, I don't want to go back up, you dumb thing. Uh, Modded. Clumby, you're here. Modded. I actually touched on modded earlier, and I will touch on it again. Just exactly for you. Modded is a thing that we are looking into. It's still a ways away, though. Um, what we need is suggestions for mod packs that are, um, I mean, technical is fine, but exploration is probably a better driving force to go along with it. Um, in my opinion, things like Twilight Forest and stuff like that, those were always fun because there was always something new to see. And then, of course, you could go back to your home base and you know sit around and play with your pipes and your quarries and all of your stuff like that. But it was always nice to just be able to go out and explore and find something new and interesting, you know. Um, so I'm not sure what kind of mod pack we would enjoy as a community. It's mod packs are tricky because like not a lot of people always play the mod packs. So it's kind of harder to justify the resources and stuff like that if we're only going to get a few people uh, to play, you know. So we would want something that, you know, a good selection of the community can run while also um, what you call it, while also being, you know, fun for a long time. That being said, hopefully what we're going to end up doing is get 3 or 4 mod packs fully set up, and then um, we can take those and just rotate through them a few times a year. So like we'll play, let's say we'll play Technic for 3 months, um, and then we'll move on to, let's just say as an example, Pixelmon, you know, um, and then we'll move on to like Feed the Beast or Sky Factory or something like that, and then we'll circle back around back to Technic, and when we do that, we would like vote on if people wanted to start over fresh or if they would want to continue where they left off, you know. Um, that kind of thing would require us tracking who's playing and for how long so that we can get an idea of, you know, whose vote really matters the most, so to speak. Because, you know, we obviously want to reward that person that spent, you know, 30 hours a week playing the mod pack versus that one guy that logged in that one time and only played for two, who has voted for a reset, you know. That 30-hour guy's vote should definitely matter more, so to speak, than the guy that only played for 2 hours, you know. Um, but otherwise, yeah, that's kind of the plan for the mod packs in general, is to just rotate through a few packs at a time so that we can, easily switch between mod packs when people get bored, so to speak. Because I think getting bored is the thing that it kills most servers, is getting bored. There's nothing else interesting to do. So the more things that we can provide that are new and interesting, the better, you know. Um, so again, guys, feel free to suggest mod packs that you guys are interested in, because that's going to really help us determine what kind of mod pack we would host. You know, that kind of thing. What am I doing here? I think I'm doing that. I don't remember how I had my inventory set up, guys. Is that a slime? That is. Haha. Die. Uh, um, Feed the Beast is, at this point, probably a good one. I know when it came out, it was a little rough for everyone to run. Um, Feed the Beast is probably a good one, um, for sure, because it's got a lot of technicality as well as a lot of exploration type things. Um, uh, yeah. So yeah, Feed the Beast is probably a great option. That being said, again, one of the main things that I found when I played mod packs was there was a wall, so to speak, after a certain point where you had to sit there and you had to go to the mod wiki and you had to start looking up um, everything, you know, and that to me made things just a little bit less fun. You know what I mean? Like, all right, how about I just wanted to play the mod pack though, my dude. You know, like. That's why I haven't played a whole lot of Sky Factory. It's just like, like it makes it tricky, so to speak, for me to want to play. Um, what am I doing here? I think I'm doing that. Might as well do that and add that there. And then I need to get back up there. That's what I need to do. But yeah, that's the general plan for mod packs in general is to launch a mod pack, and while you guys are having a great time, the staff team is working on the next mod pack and then the next mod pack, and then once we get 3 or 4 mod packs fully configured, we can just cycle through those when people, get bored, when playership drops off, so to speak, um, we can just cycle through those. No idea how or if or what we would monetize on a mod pack, or even if we're able to, um, because mod packs are a much more of a gray area than an SMP or a vanilla server as to what's covered under who owns what, so to speak. But it's something we would figure out. Um, Probably we could just do whatever we wanted because most of these people just want their mod packs played, so to speak. They want to get famous. Who doesn't want to get famous, right? You know. So yeah, if you guys could suggest some mod packs to play besides, Feed the Beast obviously is at the top of everyone's mind because everyone knows Feed the Beast. I think everybody played Feed the Beast for at least 5 minutes if they could. Um, um, I know Jedi was working a little bit on a package of mods for us at some point, but I think that kind of took a back seat when he started developing Prison. Hopefully, Prison should get back to being developed here soon, um, but we will see. Um, as a sort of recap, we talked about creative today. We talked about some SMP features that are going to change or be added or that kind of thing. Um, we talked about a lot today. I'm hoping someone will add timestamps for me and send them to me, but if not, I'm gonna probably do that in the next day or so. Um, in about an hour, there's a new mini games update dropping. I think Phil expects to play with you all for at least a little while if he's still here. I'm not even sure if Phil is still here, actually. Phil, are you still here, man? Um, I'm sure I'll hear from him in a second if he is. Uh, but yeah, yeah. That's my line, Phil. I'm everywhere. um, but yeah, in a little under an hour, mini games is getting that lovely update being released. Some Egg Wars, as well as the usual stuff that's on there. The villager defense and the duels. And is racing active, Phil, or is that currently non-active because of bugs? I thought there were bugs. Uh, I thought that there was an issue that was allowing people to get out of boats, right? And it was breaking stuff. And I know that it's an issue that's been reported to Mojang. Yeah, that issue has been reported to Mojang. It's on their list to fix. So it's an actual Minecraft bug itself. It's probably going to be really hard to fix with plugins. So races might have to take a back seat, so to speak, for a bit. But I mean, there's still plenty of other games on there to play. We all know that. And as the trailer showed earlier, and as I've said, Phil and his team have put in so much work, and it's just so awesome. And I'm hoping to borrow your build team, Phil, to build the new spawn um, that we're gonna have in 117. Because I think that they will be able to deliver us a quality spawn for sure, you know. Um, because we need a new spawn, I think, at this point. I don't know if the rest of the people in the stream will agree or disagree, but I think we need a major update. So a new spawn is gonna be happening. The plan currently is to make it somewhat like the old OmniCraft spawn, at least in the fact that it's gonna have its own regular world to it. We're not doing floating islands this time around. So you guys will just be able to walk around the entire spawn. You won't need to fly anywhere. Should be easier to get around spawn this time around, this new spawn in 117. Um, yeah, mostly I think we're just doing the update, Poro, just to have an update, something new to look at all day, something new to explore, because we can rearrange the secret areas and the Easter eggs in the regular spawn, only so many times before it's like, all right, they hid something new around here this time, before it gets a little stale. So keeping things fresh is, always a good plan. Um, Stupid skeleton, you have picked the wrong person to mess with. You know what? I'm just gonna stare at you while you kill yourself through thorns. How about that? You have an enchanted bow and it's not doing nothing. Ha ha. Um, Aha, he died. What's this enchanted bow? Ooh, power 3. Man, netherite is really overpowered. Yep, that's pretty much it there, Poro. It's just like, yep, you don't rate high enough for me to even acknowledge your existence anymore, Mr. Skeleton. Um, hey, it's Inferno. What's up? How did you even get in there? But so yeah, we're working on planning out a new spawn for you guys. Should be pretty awesome. Should have a slightly better flow than the current one, because the current one honestly is my eyes itching. A little bit hard to find your way around at times, and I agree with that. And not to place blame, but when I originally planned it out, it had a much better flow, and then it got built, and it wasn't built the way I asked for it to be built. So hopefully this new one, will be built the way that we ask for it to be built, so that way it's easier to find stuff. Also, we plan to just add warps to things. So you guys will be able to, warp shops, warp spawn, that kind of stuff. Um, there's another thing I need you guys' feedback on warps. How could we offer you guys a way to set up warps that won't just get flooded with what you call it? It's this way. Uh, Over there. Uh, that way. I don't want to say trash builds, but that's kind of what some of the things that people build are. What's a way to give you guys warps that could lead to builds without people just being able to fill it up with stuff? You know, um, like, should we charge experience? Should we charge a donation? Diamonds? That kind of stuff. What would be, in you guys' opinion, a good plan for that? That's something that we'd want to know. Because we want you guys to be able to show off your builds, and to attract attention to your builds, but we're not really sure how to do that fairly for everybody without also having, a million warps that go to 12 blocks, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So so yeah, what should we do? I think YouTube is taking a poop. Uh, Not really sure here. I have this big yellow thing. It's telling me there's bad things going on. So I'll give it a minute. There we go. It fixed itself. So nobody in chat currently has any ideas? I mean, that's fine too. I was just hoping. I was just hoping. Yeah, Poro, that's actually probably the best way, so to speak, to do it, honestly, is to just make warp requests. Um, Probably with a token bought with XP or something like that. Um, that's actually, I'll write that down. I'm getting bothered. There we go. Go away, zombie. Um, uh, Warp requests for SMP reviewed by staff. That's probably the best way to do that. I just builds are subjective. So like if someone wants to, build something that's to their best of their ability, I don't want to, you know, like not that staff are going to do this on purpose, but I don't want to have staff showing up and saying, "Hey, this is kind of eh," you know what I mean? And then reject the request when that might be the best thing that you can build. Um, and you want to show off I don't want to discourage people, so to speak, but I do want to discourage people from, just filling it up with everything that they do, so to speak. Um, I think that giving towns warps is going to be a very easy thing to grant, so to speak, for certain size towns. Uh, because obviously towns will have a lot of dedicated players and a lot of dedicated players in close proximity to each other should be rewarded and given attention and that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that Poro's suggestion here is probably the best way to approach it from the start, and we'll just try and make sure that it doesn't get too subjective. That's probably another thing that would happen is time limiting is actually that's it's probably a good plan. Let me put that on there. Um, that way everybody yeah, that honestly everybody gets to show off their stuff, but only for a limited time. Um, that that actually pretty much solves the problem entirely. Not gonna lie. Oh, where we go? Wrong thing. Why did I get hit again? All right. Oh, I'm not picking up any granite anymore because I ran out of room. All right, let's do that. There we go. All right, YouTube, quit telling me my stream is dying when it's not. Or is it my computer being junk? No, everything else is fine. I don't know. Sometimes this thing. What are we doing here? Oh, yeah. I guess let's go drop off. No, that's fine. These are, I mean, we've actually got for the new season a whole list of build ideas, Poro. Um, uh, I got a 1080 in here and an i7 and 16 gigs of RAM. There should be no problem computer-wise streaming Minecraft nice. I think it's just my crappy internet. I have a crappy upload rate. So I'm looking to get that fixed, but that might not be possible currently. So, running around aimlessly is great, Poro. I don't know what you're talking about. That's where all my best ideas come from. Oh, I didn't sleep well. There we go. What am I doing now here? We're about 4:30. All right. Let's see. What else do we got on our SMP list here? We got so much stuff in our. Um, if we did custom terrain on SMP, or I should say when, because we do plan to do it, what kind of custom terrain would you guys be most interested in? Um, that would be something that we're super interested in hearing from you guys. Should we do another amplified default world? Should we do something more interesting? Um, what should we do? Should we do a world with only caves? Um, there's all sorts of options that we can choose from. Um, for the world download, all that is it's basically a Google Drive type of thing, yeah. And it's a big download. I think the map right now is around 40 gigabytes. So you're looking at setting that to go overnight when you go to sleep, so to speak. And hopefully it's done by the morning. Um, what in the heck just happened? Really? Like really, really? Uh, yeah, so we'll investigate I guess a variety of world types and we'll get back to you guys on what would am I lagging? Am I actually lagging? What would be the most interesting to you guys? Something tropical. That would be interesting. I don't know how tropical would work out. I don't even know what that would mean, like off the top of my head, except like, beaches and palm trees and that kind of stuff. We could probably find something like that. Um, definitely, definitely. Oh, exactly 64. Neat. Stick that in there. Might as well stick that in there too. There we go. Uh, might as well get a new pickaxe while I'm here. Don't mind me, I'm just really rich on a vanilla. I only have all of the things. Yeah, I want those there for now. Oh no, I want to do this. That's what I wanted. Yes, yes. I have heard some good things about Sea of Thieves. Is that any good of a game? How about this? How about what's you guys' favorite games right now besides Minecraft? That's a good topic of discussion. What do you guys like to do besides Minecraft right now? Destiny 2? Pocket Edition? Uh, that's still Minecraft. Eh, I don't think I can reach that zombie. Architect, Rocket League. I never got into Rocket League. Not really a racing game guy for one, and I know Rocket League's not really about racing. It's more of a soccer game with cars, but it still just wasn't my deal. I've been playing personally a lot of the new Pokemon game, some Shovel Knight, some Doom Eternal. Those are probably my favorites right now. But being a server owner doesn't always leave me a super large chunk of time to do other games. Uh, I was actually surprised, Phil, by how cheap Star Wars Squadrons was. I didn't realize it was only like $40. Why is that like that? Whatever. Oh, I know why. So I could reach into the chests. Duh. Um, yeah, it didn't turn out to be. I wish it had turned out to be more, but it is what it is. And hey, it's Star Wars and it's cool, and you get to fly TIE fighters and X-wings, and I always enjoyed that. I played through the original TIE fighter. That was a heck of a game. It's actually still a heck of a game nowadays. If you If you're looking for a good game on Steam that's like $5, get the original TIE Fighter and play through that. That is a good game. Um, uh, if what you call it? I guess we can talk about Hightail a little bit. What's you guys' opinion on Hightail? Is that something that you guys think we should support when it comes out, or should we look into running a server? Um, most of the staff is interested at least in running a game similar to Minecraft that isn't Minecraft, to see what it has to offer us. Um, so what should Hightail offer? Yeah, you guys were free to hop in the Discord, but no one did. Um, Terraria is another game that we could totally do. That's actually almost drop and go on our current system. Um, though I don't personally have Terraria nor understand anything about it other than it's Minecraft but 2D. Um, so yeah, Terraria could be another thing that we could do here. That being said, we're probably only looking into games that we could monetize at this point, so to speak, um, to hopefully increase donations just a little bit. Um, because as I said earlier in the call, we made exactly $0 this year net gain. We lost money this year, which from what I hear in the community, a lot of servers lost money this year. Um, so we're not the only ones that had a bad year financially. Um, though, boy oh boy, from what I understand, a lot of other servers spend money like it's water, and I just don't understand um, how they even manage to do that. Other than they have thousands of players who are always constantly donating. Um, so yeah, Hightail is something that it seems like people in the chat at least are interested in, as well as Terraria. Um, I wish that FPS games hadn't gone to a peer-to-peer system. Um, because man, I've been around a while. I don't know if you guys know how old I am, but I'm older than you guys for sure, for the most part. I am past the age of 30. Um, and I remember how FPS games used to be, and they used to run on servers just like Minecraft, and you would rent your server from like gameservers.com, and you would put up which maps you wanted to play and in what rotation, and you would play your Call of Duty or your Halo or your Battlefield, and uh, and I wish that they still had that option. Does anyone know of any FPS games that still allow you to rent servers like that? That would also be appropriate for our community, so to speak. Because that's really, of course, the caveat of FPS games is that they're very much PvP games. Uh, what would be an FPS game that's not toxic that we could play on a dedicated server? if anyone has any ideas of that, you know, please do let me know. Because I think having something FPS based would be fun for the community to go to, so to speak. Ooh, Phil, if you're still here, which I think you are, is there something that we can do with mini games to sort of turn it into something FPS type based? Like, are we able to make bows shoot instantly or something like that? Um, what can we do with that kind of stuff? Um, could we in fact make a Minecraft FPS? You know, uh, that would be, I think, super interesting to a lot of people, myself included. Um, because obviously we can't support like Call of Duty here or Doom or anything like that. Doom is far too violent, and the Call of Duty community is far too toxic for us. Um, yeah, if that's something that our members like Hector are could learn on their Java learning. Yeah, I mean, like if we could make a Minecraft shooter exclusively, that would be cool, Inferno. Um, Man, these mobs are getting on my nerves. Because I would love to yeah, I would love to load into a map and play something like Call of Duty, but in Minecraft, where like we have capture the flag, but it's only FPS, or something like that, like that would be, in my opinion, super cool, man. um, so if we could, do something like that, that would be definitely a unique experience outside of modded that I'm sure no one else has. Because I've seen some gun mods, here and there, but they always looked kind of duh, like derpy and kind of lame. Yeah. Oh man, I used to play the heck out of Quake 3 Arena. Oh man, Quake was a great game, dude. I played so much Quake 3 Arena in high school. You don't even know. You don't even know. Uh, where'd that go? I guess I'll be clearing that out soon. Uh, yeah, that's something to do some research on, Phil. A Minecraft FPS, because honestly, I think that's a lot of what people switch between. They switch between a game like that and a game like Minecraft. That's something I like to do too. It's like, all right, I'm tired of just being without goal and on my own. I need something to do. Um, yeah, and if you guys have some servers that fit the bill for us to check out, that'd be something for us to do too, so to speak. Um, exactly, yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm not even sure what we could call it. You know, I don't want to get too far into development, obviously. Just the concept itself of Minecraft and FPS would be something I'm interested in. Where, I come in with my bow and arrow and I'm loading around the level and I see a guy and I go pow and I get him and I get him and and that kind of stuff. Yeah. you know, um, I mean, heck, we've got a yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say that Inferno. We've got Golden Company versus Netherite League already on Vanilla and SMP. Why not? You know, we could have our various our various town names. You know, um, yes, the plan currently they're all unlocked right now, Poro on SMP. But the plan is when the reset happens to reset the community goals and reset the shop there so that people can earn them again, so to speak. Uh, um, Currently, the XP shop is broken, um, and probably, honestly, at this point, will remain so until the end of the season because it's just not worth fixing right now, and we're going to update how it works. Um, so, it's kind of unfortunate that it's broken like it is, but I think that it's better to leave it broken for now than to do anything else with it at the moment. Uh, yeah, there we go. Do that. Do that. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's gravel too, huh? Yeah, yeah. We definitely intend to do more of those goals this next season, because everybody's enjoyed those goals. Those are actually one of our most consistently enjoyed things. Is those goals? People liked working together, which again, that's what we really want: is people to work together for goals, for upgrades to stuff, and that's what we want to continue doing because that's what people continuously and consistently come back to do again and again is to work towards those type of things. Um, so the more that we have those, the better. Where's my gravel? Gravel, gravel, gravel. Dirt, dirt. And you're seriously full now, huh? All right. There's no more room in there. Yeah, and we thank you for telling us that you were getting the keys for free so that we could fix that. And I mean, not that it mattered so late in the season too much, but it's always nice to know when something's broken before it gets super exploited into oblivion. Uh, where's my... I have a crafting table, don't I? I swear I have a crafting table down here, man. I guess not. Wow. Maybe Phil stole it. I bet Phil stole it. I blame Phil. It's all his fault. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I guess I'll just go back up and find a crafting table. Oh, I guess before the stream ends here, I'll drop all this stuff off. And honestly, I'm gonna. The Golden Company Castle is one of the best builds on the server, so we're gonna go see that on vanilla. Um, and then that'll pretty much end the stream here, I think. Because it's a quarter of five, we'll let everyone take a quick break, and then they better get their butts on the mini games and play with Phil, or else. No, not really, but yeah, people have played the heck out of Destiny there. Um, um, we would love to do more seasonal events. We're working on that. It's tricky to do all of these things all at once sometimes. Um, because there's just so much that goes into each and every one of those things. And we do have a pretty small staff team, honestly. I'm gonna need more rockets than that. So, we don't want to spread our staff too thin, so that way, other things we don't want anything suffer uh, in order to get new features. We want to keep the features that we have at their current quality level as much as possible and introduce new things, and that's a fine line to toe that we don't always hit. We usually hit it, but not always. Um, let's first of all, I need to find the coordinates for this. There we go. Give me a second, guys. Times 8, 3400, and then there we go. Exactly. Quality over quantity every time. Every time. For sure. All right, so we're going this way. Nope, we're going this way. We're going to 3400 and 1953. That is where we're heading, because we're going to fly there, because I enjoy flying more than I enjoy nether travel. That's just what I enjoy the most. And we'll see some other cool stuff along the way, maybe. Like a big farm. Look at that. Woo. Oh yeah, there's this little build here. You guys have built some great stuff on vanilla. I wish SMP had gotten this full of stuff this season. Hopefully this next season we can work on that. My personal opinion is vanilla should probably wait until 117 to reset. Um, I think there's enough consistent people on vanilla to keep it going until then. Um, and I know a few people have a few big projects that they want to finish. Um, and also G and friends just finished the end build. Like I really don't want to reset that. It just got finished like a month ago, you know. So it's but again, currently the vote's looking like a no. I'm gonna check play times and all of that stuff to see who voted and who actually even was supposed to vote, because I'm fairly certain a few people voted when they weren't supposed to. Because except for a select few, and a bunch of you are here. A bunch of other people don't actually read stuff and just do random stuff. And I don't want to go on a rant, so to speak, but it does bother the staff when people ask questions that have just literally been answered 5 seconds earlier. I will say that it bothers staff when we get questions like that have clearly been answered, and people are like, but yeah, you know, I might run out of rockets. I just might. Let me sit down here and get some more. That's why you always carry an ender chest, folks, because you can just grab more rockets or whatever you need. And then you're only out the ender chest if you die and whatever else you were carrying. What are we at? 3,400? All right, so we actually just need to go this way. So the GC castle should be over here right about now. There it is. There's a big old chicken. Looks like they cleared out my tree prank already. Do I still have this on 32? I do. All right. Oh yeah, there's a big old pirate ship. We're gonna get this all nicely loaded in. Yeah. I have a box that I have literally labeled random crap in my ender chest there, Poro. Here, we'll turn it on to this. If I made these streams a monthly thing, do you think people would more start showing up? I would do these monthly if I was assured that, 10 people would show up, 5 people would show up to chitty chat and stuff, because getting a bead on the community is something that we really like to do, and sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get people to tell us what they need. Ooh, let's see if we can thread the needle here. You guys ready? I bet we can do it. I bet we can do it. Right through the legs. There's something over here I haven't seen. Let's go see this. What is this? Ooh, a nice little house. Nice. Nice. All right, so that's gonna wrap up our stream here. Um, I think 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time is a really good time for basically everybody, because it gets our European people in the evening, and it gets our American people in the afternoon, which is most of our players. Oh wow, I've never stuck to a honey block before, apparently. All right, now I have. Awesome. I think that, yeah, let's get up there and plant our flag, so to speak. Eh, there we go. Oh, that's right. You can't jump on honey blocks. I forgot about that. Oh man. That seems like a bug, Mojang. Why am I able to jump on the very edge? Well, planted the flag either way. And I'm gonna shut off the stream now, guys, and other people that are here, and take a break, and then go play some mini games. I'm gonna have to get dinner, uh, and and make some dinner. Actually, I have to make dinner, so I don't know how much of mini games I will be catching. But you guys have a great time, and hopefully I'll be able to catch some of it.